Class 8 Science, Chapter 8 Cell Structure and Functions. In this video, we will discuss about discovery of the cell, multicellular and unicellular organisms, shapes of the cells and size of cells. First come to the discovery of the cell. Cell is the basic structural unit of an organ. Cells may be compared to bricks. Bricks are assembled to make a building. Similarly, cells are assembled to make the body of every organism. Robert Hooke in 1665 discovered cell by observing cork. Now, what is this cork? Cork is a part of the bark of a tree. Now, again, another term, what is the meaning of this bark? Bark is the outermost layers of stem and roots of woody plants. You can say this is a bark representing this diagram. Okay, outer part of the stem. And this bark of a tree is similar in many ways to our own skin. Okay, and this is the diagram showing cork cells as observed by Robert Hooke. Cells have different design, shapes and sizes. Organisms differ from one another, but all are made up of cells. Cells in the living organism are complex living structures, unlike non-living bricks. The egg of a hen represents a single cell and is big enough to be seen by the unaided eye. Okay, you can see this is the brick wall. Bricks are arranged in a systematic way. This is the onion peel, and in this case, these are the blocks. This represent the cells. Okay, but these bricks are very simple, but these cells are the complex. Organisms show variety in cell number, shape, and size. There are millions of living organisms. They are of different shapes and sizes. Their organs also vary in shape, size and number of cells. First come to the number of cells. The number of cells runs into billions and trillions in organisms. Now, what is the meaning of this billion and trillion? This billion is 1,000 million and a trillion is 1,000 million. Human body has trillions of cells which vary in shapes and sizes. On the basis of number of cells, organisms classified into two categories, multicellular organisms and unicellular organisms. Now, what are the meaning of these? First come to the multicellular organism. Organisms made of more than one cell are called multicellular. Multi means many, cellular means cell. Okay. Organism with billions of cells begins life as a single cell, which is the fertilized egg. This is the first cell of a life of any organism, and this is a single cell. This fertilized egg cell multiplies and the number of cells increase as a development proceeds. All the functions in multicellular organisms are carried out by groups of specialized cells forming different tissues. Clear? That is, cells form a group and this group is known as tissue, and these tissues in turn form organs. Okay. Unicellular organism. Organisms made up of a single cell are called unicellular organisms. Uni means one, cellular means cell. A single-celled organism performs all the necessary functions that multicellular organisms perform. For example, amoeba and paramecium. These are the unicellular or single-celled organisms. And amoeba performs all its activities, like it captures and digests food, respires, excretes, grows and reproduces with the help of this single cell. You can say these are the diagrams. This is a amoeba and this is paramecium. And examples of multicellular organisms are like cattle, human beings. Okay. Shapes of cells. Shape of amoeba appears irregular. This. Okay, not a definite shape. You can't define its shape. In fact, amoeba has no definite shape. It keeps on changing its shape. Its shape will change. The projections of varying lengths protruding, okay, protruding, that is Ubrahava, out of its body are called pseudopodia. In 7th class, we have discussed the meaning of the pseudopodia. Pseudo means false, podia means feet. You can say these are the projections. This one, this is a projection. Its length is different. This is another projection. Its length is also different. Clear? These projections appear and disappear as amoeba moves or feeds. Shapes of cells. A white blood cell (WBC) in human blood is another example of a single cell which can change its shape. Okay, but while WBC is a cell, amoeba is a full-fledged organism capable of independent existence. Clear? We are having the two examples of a single cell. One is the amoeba, another one is WBC. But what are the differences? First, what is the similarity? Both can change their shape. But what are the differences? Amoeba is a full-fledged organism, while WBC is a cell of human blood. Generally, cells are round, spherical, or elongated. You can say these are the spherical red blood cells of humans. Okay. Some cells are long and pointed at both ends. They exhibit a spindle shape. You can say this. This is the spindle shaped muscles cells. Okay. Some are branched like the nerve cell or a neuron. This is the diagram of long branched nerve cell. Now, what is the function of this nerve cell? Nerve cell receives and transfers messages, thereby helping to control and coordinate the working of different parts of the body. This is the function of nerve cell. Simply we can say whatever the feelings we feel, this is due to this nerve cell. This nerve cell receive the message and this transfer the message to another part of the body. Size of cells. The size of cells in living organisms may be as small as a millionth of a meter, that is micrometer or micron, or may be as large as a few centimeters. Most of the cells are microscopic in size and are not visible to the unaided eye. They need to be enlarged or magnified by a microscope. The smallest cell is 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer in bacteria. Okay, and the largest cell measuring 170 mm into 130 mm is the egg of an ostrich. This is a single cell. Okay. In hen's egg, you are familiar with this egg. Okay, in hen's egg, a white material surrounds the yellow part. White material is albumin, which solidifies on on boiling. Okay, albumin, white part of the egg is albumin, and this solidifies on boiling. And yellow part is called yolk. It is part of the single cell. You can observe the single cell without any magnifying device. This is one broken egg. You can say this yellow part, this is a yolk, and this is white, egg white. This is loose white, and this is the tight white. Okay. Are the cells in an elephant larger than the cells in a rat? You can say that this is the elephant, very big, and this is the rat. This is very small. Are the sizes of the cells are different in both? The sizes of the cells has no relation with the size of the body of the animal or plant. It is not necessary that the cells in the elephant be much bigger than those in a rat. The size of the cell is related to its function. For example, nerve cells, both in the elephant and rat, are long and branched. They perform the same function, that of transferring messages. Cell structure and function. Each living organism has many organs. For example, the digestive organs in 7th class we have discussed together constitute the digestive system. Each organ in the system performs different functions such as digestion, assimilation, and absorption. Similarly, different organs of a plant perform specific functions. For example, roots help in the absorption of water and minerals. Leaves are responsible for synthesis of food. Now, each organ is further made up of smaller parts called tissue. Now, what is this tissue? A tissue is a group of similar cells performing a specific function. An organ is made up of tissues and which in turn are made up of cells. The cell in a living organism is the basic structural unit. Okay, student? Thank you.